This is Ryan Abraham for USCFootball.com here in the historic Rose Bowl where the USC Trojans defeated the UCLA Bruins 19-13, late night here in Pasadena. And I want to revisit my three keys to victory for the Trojans. They got two of the three, so not too bad. My first key to victory was about turnovers, and the Jaden Maiava having at least a 2-to-1 ratio of touchdowns to turnovers. In the game against Nebraska, his opener, he had 4 total touchdowns, two total turnovers. Tongue twister there. In this game, only 1 touchdown, but no turnovers. And I think it was a really big deal. Lincoln Riley addressed it in the press conference afterwards, talking about his ability to take care of the ball. And I think we saw him be a little loose with the ball against Nebraska. He did have a bunch of touchdowns, but the 2 turnovers certainly hurt and led to 10 Nebraska points. But in this game, no turnovers. There was a fumble that USC ended up jumping on, but much better job of taking care of the football, not as many turnover-worthy plays. So USC was able to achieve that key. Second key to victory was about USC's run defense, trying to keep UCLA under 100 yards rushing. The Bruins had only averaged 85 yards per game. USC was giving up about 132. USC kept under their average, gave up 111 yards, so a little bit more than the 100 yards, but that was mostly in the first half. There was a couple big explosive runs, a 40-yarder early to start the game, but USC had allowed 96 yards in the first half rushing, and then did a better job with a couple sacks, which we'll get to in a second, slowing that UCLA run offense down. So 111 yards, a little bit over the 100-yard threshold I set, but under USC's average, and still not a bad day for the USC defense. It played really well, only giving up 13 points all game. Lincoln Riley really praised the defense after the game. And my third key to victory was getting after Ethan Garbers, because UCLA doesn't run the ball very well. Ethan Garbers really makes this UCLA offense go. I wanted to see USC get at least 2 sacks on Garbers. They were able to get 3, so that's 5 sacks in the last 2 weeks, but 3 sacks on Garbers. That's, the UCLA does give up some sacks. They got after him, and I think those negative plays really helped this USC defense. But only giving up 13 total points, that was a really big deal, and part of it was getting those sacks on Garbers, killing some drives. All right, so USC gets the win. They're bowl eligible. First Big Ten road victory ever. So I know it counts, but it's in the Rose Bowl, so it's a bus instead of a plane. But they needed to get that road win. They needed to get bowl eligible. They needed to get the victory bell back. They did all those things. It wasn't the prettiest of games. Very Big Ten game, when you got the punter being the MVP and punting a bunch of times inside the 5. That's kind of Big Ten football. But USC gets the win. That's what's the most important. And they got another chance to get a victory and maybe spoil Notre Dame's season by kicking them out of the college football playoff when the Fighting Irish come to the Coliseum for a 12:30 kickoff on Saturday. So that's my 3 keys to victory revisited. I'm Ryan Abraham. Make sure you check out USCFootball.com for lots more.